I started a Facebook group in March 2017. And it was one of the best decisions I could have made for my business. Why? Because 90% of my clients come from my Facebook group. And you don't even need a very large group to be able to monetize it. Right now, I just have 1,400 members. So you just need a close, tight-knit community. So in this video, I want to show you how to start and grow a Facebook group that brings you clients. So, are you ready? Hey entrepreneurs, I'm Salma Jafri. I'm a video content strategist, and you are in the right place if you want to grow a personal brand with video. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification next to it so you are the first to know when I upload a new video. Facebook groups are really powerful because, and this was my first video, because they build the know, like, trust factor. Like literally, my first video was on how to build the know, like, trust factor, and it seems like I'm coming full circle. So how do they build the know, like, trust factor? So I asked some of my group members why they joined my group and other Facebook groups, and here's what they had to say. So Hamza said, I joined because it motivates me to see people achieving their goals. So number one, you want to make your group actionable, where people feel that they can take action and get closer to their goals. Arsh said, I get to know what I didn't know on a topic. So you want to make your Facebook group knowledgeable and let people find out the things that they didn't even know that they didn't even know. Amy said, groups are a way for me to step into a private room and meet people focused on a specific topic and learn in a relatively safe environment that's controlled. So you want to make your group a safe place to share ideas, and so people feel like it's okay for them to share inside the group. Harley said he joins Facebook groups to remember that others are on a similar journey. So you want to make your group supportive, so everyone feels like we're all on the same journey together. Casey said, I can put a lot of information into one place for free. So you want to make sure your Facebook group is organized so people can find the information they need. Alina said, one word, community. And you want to make sure that you encourage interaction between group members. And so you want to make your group social. So the next time you start to wonder, will anyone even join my group? Is it even worth starting a group? Take a look at the list here and make sure your group has all of these criteria, and then go ahead and start a Facebook group and fill it with people who you would love to interact with. All right, so now let's get into the steps on how to start and grow a Facebook group that brings you clients. All right, so step one is to choose a descriptive name for your Facebook group. A lot of people are going to find your Facebook group by doing a Facebook search. And so if it's a cutesy name or a name that doesn't really mean anything, then they're not likely to type that into a search bar. So my group is called Personal Branding with Video, and people often tell me they type in personal branding or something related to video, and that's how they find the group. So make sure you call it something relevant and descriptive to what it's actually going to be about. Step two is to create a professional cover image for your Facebook group. Now, I often get people saying that we joined this group because it just looked more professional. And that's because of the cover art, because that's what you see before you join in and see all the comments, right? So make sure that you put a picture of yourself if you're a personal brand. Make sure you write hosted by so people know who's the administrator of this group, and any other information that you want people to know right away about the group. Put that all in your cover art. Now, I made my cover art match the cover art for my YouTube channel because I'm often driving traffic from YouTube to Facebook and from Facebook to YouTube. So I wanted people to have that similar kind of branding experience on both channels for me. So step three is to make your group a closed group. So Facebook has 3 group settings: public, closed, and private, which is kind of secret. So secret groups people can't find until they're personally invited. Public groups are open to everybody. So closed groups are somewhere in the middle, and that is the one you want to go for as a business owner because, and this is really important, because you can vet people coming in and you can make sure that you actually fill your group with people who are going to be prospective clients and not just everybody who's going to just take up a lot of your time unnecessarily. You don't want that. You want to make sure you get interested people inside your group. So make sure it's a closed group. And I have another tip coming up on how to make sure that you vet people closely. All right, so now you want to write your first post inside the group. Make it a welcome post, make it a welcome video post, tell people what your group is all about, and then invite your first 100 people to come and join the group. Now, this process may take a while depending on how big your network is or how small, but essentially what I did was I looked in my friends group and I tried to see all my entrepreneurial friends who would be interested in video marketing. And in some of the groups where it's allowed, I asked people that, look, I'm starting this group, would you like to join it? And if they said yes, and if that was within the rules of that group, then I send them a request to join. Now, if people are already friends with you, when you invite them into your group, it'll auto add them into the group. And you do not want to do that without their permission because that's so spammy. Okay, so you want to make sure that you send them a link. Like I typically do this on Facebook Messenger. I send people a link that here's the group. I'm inviting you. I'd love for you to join. This is what we're going to talk about. And then they can click on the link and ask to join, and then I can approve them. And that process works better if they are not your friends already on Facebook and you send them an invite. That's okay to do because then they'll actually get an invite and then they can choose whether to join or not. So that I think is a more safer way of inviting people who are not already in your network. And the other thing you want to do is, as you ask people to come inside your group, you want to ask them to bring in their friends, people who they think will benefit from that topic as well. So that's how you get to your first 100 members. Another way that you could get your first 100 members or any number of members into the group is to do a freebie or a challenge. Offer them something inside the group that's only available inside the group and make it relevant to what your group is about. And that will help to get people in as well. All right, step 5, and this is crucial to getting in prospective clients and interested people inside your group. So this is the most important tip, okay? You want to make sure that you use the Facebook feature that allows you to ask people who want to join 3 questions, up to 3 questions. So it could be 1, 2, or 3. And you want to choose your questions so that they help you determine if this is going to be a good person to join my group or not. Is this person interested in what we're going to be talking about? Are they going to be active inside the group? So I ask group members 2 questions. How did you find out about this group? Because I want to do like a survey of where my outreach efforts are having the most effect. And the second question that I asked everyone is, what does video success mean to you? And if they answer this question properly, legibly, and sometimes they go into great depth answering exactly what success on video looks like to them, then I know that these people are a good fit for my group because they're interested in the topic, they're engaged, and they can articulate themselves. Oftentimes, I get people who either don't answer the question at all, or they leave like a one-word answer like good, awesome, whatever, and that's kind of a red flag for me because I'm like, okay, if they can't even be bothered to answer the question, they probably won't even be bothered to engage inside the Facebook group. And I don't want a Facebook group full of people who never open it up and never engage, right? You want a Facebook group filled with people who want to engage and are going to be interactive. So using Facebook group questions is a great way to do that. Okay, step 6. So now that you start getting people inside your group is to promote the heck out of your group. And the way that I like to do this is to talk about my group everywhere on social media. So my group is a pinned tweet on Twitter. It is a footer inside my email newsletter. I put it in my YouTube description, on my Instagram bio, all of my social media networks. And if I'm doing like an interview or a podcast or something, then people often ask, okay, where should we send people to know more about you and stuff? And I often give them a link to my Facebook group. And so you want to be able to promote your group every time, every opportunity you have to promote your business. A good way to do that is to ask people that if they enjoyed the content that you're providing, then a Facebook group is a place to connect more deeply with you. So it offers more one-to-one interaction, and you can let people know that that's the place to come and interact with you. Step 7. Now we're really getting into the meat of how to grow a Facebook group. So all of the other tips were how to start it, all the basics. Now, how to actually grow your Facebook group is very simple. Same way that you create trust online with an audience, which is to produce consistent content. Before you groan and be like, I don't have the time to come up with ideas every single day to post to my Facebook group. Well, I'm going to give you some easy ways to do that. First of all, there's probably a lot of content you've already created if you've been in business for a while. So use what you've already created and repurpose it for your Facebook group, because the chances are maybe a lot of it has not seen the people that it needs to have reached. The other thing that you can do is create short daily tip videos or daily tips text posts or something. And there's a really easy way to do this. So what you want to do is you want to go and look for a book on Amazon on the same topic as your Facebook group. And you want to look at the table of contents and make sure that that table of contents, each chapter, you can provide a tip on. Okay, so you basically say that, okay, I want to do 30 tips. So I want to take 30 chapters or sub-chapters or whatever, and I want to provide one tip on each of those chapters. So that's a great way to get organized really fast, and you can actually schedule your posts out in advance. Imagine doing that for the whole month. Just be sure to actually come in and engage with the comments when people start to comment on each post. So you need to be active inside your Facebook group. You need to be engaged. You need to be seen as answering. Yes, you need to be the expert, but you also need to make sure that people can communicate with each other and with you. Another great way to get the interaction going is to poll your group and to ask them questions. Something really simple like, hey, what are you guys struggling with on XYZ topic, which is the topic of your group. Or you can run polls and give people options on how they want to answer. So those are also great ways to get the engagement going. You can also run challenges inside the Facebook group. So for example, I run a 10-day video challenge inside my Facebook group, which is a safe place for people to share and create videos in an environment that is closed and it's full of other video creators. So you can do something like that. You can have promo days inside your Facebook group. So you give people a chance to promote what they're creating and share that, because people love to do that, and you want to give them a chance to be able to show off a little bit inside your group as well. Finally, you also want to reward people inside your group who are your super fans, who are super engaged. And something I like to do is offer them a free strategy session. And they can book a 30-minute call with me absolutely for free if they're super engaged. And it's just an easy way to get to know people really fast. All right, so step 8. Now we're getting into more advanced level stuff here, okay? So step 8, to make sure that you take those Facebook group members, make sure they're highly curated, and then you want to make sure that they turn into clients. A great way to do that is to do live trainings inside your Facebook group. Often when I have a launch coming up, I'll do like a 3-day live training or a 5-day live training. And that is a way to show people what your paid product is going to look like. So if it's a paid course, or in my case, a paid mastermind, people want to know what my teaching style is. They want to know what kind of value I have to offer. And a live training is a great way to offer like a sample of your bigger product. And live trainings build that trust factor really fast. If you add in scarcity and you make sure that that cart closes on a specific date and time, then live trainings are my number one way to converting members into clients inside a Facebook group. If you want to know how to do live trainings inside a Facebook group for absolutely free and really professional quality, then let me know in this info card if you want that. I usually use OBS, which is free open source software, and it just has a little bit of a learning curve. So what I want to do is that if you click yes in this info card, then I will create a tutorial for you on how to use OBS to do live streams inside your Facebook group. So let me know if that sounds good. If you're not already part of my Facebook group, what are you waiting for? Go to Personal Branding with Video and ask to join, and make sure you answer both the questions that I ask. As always, remember to go after what you want and build a brand you love, because you can be the media. I started a Facebook group. What is your problem? I started a Facebook group. What? Excuse me? I started. Okay. I started a Facebook group.